of card, also known as time. I believe in the cycle of life, of boom and bust. I will be your guide for this evening and watch with you two young budding kids in the year 2010. Let's take you to these 12th grade boys, Anshul and Rohit, in Silicon Valley. They are both trying to take their very first steps for their future.
Ma Saraswati, please get me into BITS. BITS Pilani. Hey, Ma.
Why are you worried, Rohit? Man, you have a GPA of 4.0.
Anshul, you do not understand the BITS admission committee rules. Being from the USA, I would get normalized out.
For me, my counselor suggested that I should not aim so high at BITS. You know, maybe try one of those dozen IITs. They're equally good, you know, and they do get jobs.
BITS is way better. It is a 4-year, broad-based, integrated program where they teach you all kinds of courses from quantum geometry and spiritual networking to organic Ayurveda. I'm interested in doing my major in nanoengineering.
Wow, nano sounds cool. So you would become an expert in all this nano stuff after taking many courses?
No, I will only be taking 7 courses of the total 45 courses for nanoengineering. Why take more and more courses for technologies we know would soon get obsolete?
Right. We should leave those boring things to the other universities in the USA. What's more important are the soft skills you acquire and how to manage those nano engineers. You know, maybe I'll also try my luck at BITS. Hey, my dad was able to get it, so God, why not me?
तेरा राम जी करेंगे बेड़ा पार साथी बन काहे को डरे तेरा राम जी करेंगे बेड़ा पार साथी बन काहे को डरे.
Getting into BITS is not easy. Let's see what all they have to do.
Hey, Rohit, man, what are you listening to?
I'm listening to KQVB, KQ Vivid Bharati, 106.5 radio station.
Why is that?
It's for the TOEFL, TOEFL exam. TOEFL is a test of English as a foreign language. I'm having a lot of difficulty with these English words and accent.
Well, I'm lucky that my name can be pronounced easily by Indians. You know, imagine the case of my bodybuilding buddy, who also wants to go to India. Do you know what he told my dad? I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. Since you Indians can't pronounce my name correctly, I'll change it to Arun Swaminathan or Arun Schwarzenegger.
Forget about him. I am getting scared that if I do not get into BITS, I will have to attend some IIT. Or even worse, some local college such as Stanford.
Rohit, IITs are not that bad actually, but the only place where you can get a job after you graduate from the IITs are back in the US.
natural. Who wants to come back to the US? I mean, what's the point of all this education if I cannot stay there in India and get that nano spiritual experience?
Hey, you know I want some sand from the Bits Alumni website.
Cool.
How spiritual? How silicon? How nano?
मेरे देश की रेती सिलिकॉन उगले उगलेगी नहीं मोती मेरे देश की रेती
Even God helps those who are determined. After all, He is also answerable to His devotees. The boys finally get admission into BITS. Let's enjoy with them.
Yeah, man.
I'm so glad that both of us were able to get to this great school, BITSian. Even this name, BITS, is so fundamental, so primordial. To all computers everywhere, bits, bytes, bits.
Did you know? Even this Pilani place is surrounded by silicon.
Really?
Yeah, we're now moving from Silicon Valley to Silicon Valley. So, which program did you get into?
I could not get into nano, but I got into spiritual science. How about you?
Afraid you'd ask. I got into museum studies. I know that it may not be as good as spiritual science, but you know what? I do not think it matters, because no matter what you get your degree in, you somehow always end up in spiritual science.
This is so similar to what happened during my dad's days. No matter what they did, they somehow ended up in computers.
So, hey Rojit, what are you gonna say on your visa interview? Why you wanna go to BITS, huh?
I'll say that I want to get exposed to mythological life and modern technology, and then come back and serve my country, USA.
That's so lame, man. You know what they'll tell you? Sonny said, I do not think that you're gonna come back. Do you have any property neighbors? Well, I'm gonna say something about how the spiritual education and work experience in India is gonna enable me to reduce pollution on this Dharma.
Wow.
We are now finally in BITS and have been through the orientation program. But that was not the real orientation, right?
Dude, where's that age?
Yeah, we're like,
Hey, fresher.
yes,
What's your name?
I'm Shil Summer,
And where have you come from?
Cupertino, California.
Cooper, Copper, whatever. Have you ever been to Shimla?
No, sir.
Do you know where that is?
No.
It's over there. But for now, why don't you climb on this chair? Yes. And what's your name?
Rojit
What?
Gupta?
Rochit, Rocket, whatever. Rocket, have you ever been to Madras?
No, sir.
Get under the chair. That's Madras, yeah. Now that you guys are comfortably settled in, have you guys been to Mira Bhavan?
No, not yet. You know, no one seems worthwhile.
Ooh. That's good. Keep it that way, okay? They're all your sisters, alright? And same is also true for Sita Bhavan, Parvati Bhavan, and Lakshmi Bhavan.
Yes, sir.
And do you know the BITS national anthem?
No, sir.
What? Your dad did not teach the BITS national anthem to you?
No.
Shame on him, isn't it? Yeah? So, why don't you call your dad and ask him to share his feelings about the BITS national anthem? And use this extender.
What's this?
Oh, extender uses feelings over IP, FOIP protocol. Over the 1 terabit BITS Connect network. Call him, get his feelings.
Dad, could you teach me the BITS national anthem?
What?
Dad, the BITS national anthem, please.
Okay, here it goes. आओ बच्चों तुम्हें सुनाए लच्छे बिट्सिस्तान की ला 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 दारा सिंह. Oh, you know what? You have to learn it yourself. I can't say it all you.
What the boys thought was ragging was just the beginning of networking. The first month is finally over at BITS, and they are finally getting accustomed to the BITS lingo and the BITS culture. Let's look at their initial impressions of BITS.
Hey, Rocky, I was just getting dressed. You know, I got an email from my friend Arnold saying that he could neither get into BITS or any of the IITs.
What?
Can you believe that? He was complaining about Stanford's boring courses.
Poor thing. My dad asked me what I really like about BITS. I told him I love going to classes in my jumpos. You know, this country is really great. They believe in freedom of the soul and freedom of the other soul.
Well, I was hoping to get a great exposure to all the cultures of the world. Izzards, Gujus, Jomus, Gulls, Jihadis, and of course we, Fidels. But just like in the Bay Area, where they only have two cultures, Chinese and Indians.
Yep.
Here also they only have two cultures, Gulls and Fidels.
The first year passed very quickly for them. They have improved vocabulary too. Let us take you to their second year.
So, Copper, which classes are you planning to take?
I'm thinking of taking some broad-based courses, such as Vedic mathematics and composite information architecture. What about you?
I gone to the triple degree program.
Oh my gosh, the triple degree?
Yes, I am now going to be spending 2 extra years in BITS to get my degree in both nanoengineering and Vedic science, in addition to my PhD in spiritual science. With this kind of background, it'll be very easy for me to get my Indian blue card.
Arnold just called me, saying that he was able to get into a special elective in Stanford called Call Center 201.
Yeah, let America have those jobs. Who cares?
Hey, Rocky, look at those freshers. Let's grab them.
Hey, you! Are you a fresher? Hey, you!
I tell you, giving them what to
You cannot be nice, Rojan? Come on, shout!
Hey, fresher!
do. Yes,
What's your name?
Shelley.
And where have you come from?
I'm from Oxford, the one that you had.
I don't believe this!
BITS wants to be seen as open, so it's getting kids from everywhere around the world.
Well then, in that case, would you like to have a cup of tea or something?
Oh yes, of course. With a jar of a lychee and some bhujia, please.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. The second year is now over. The second year being over, they are well settled, out of their cocoons, and now ready to spread their wings.
Copper, we're finally in the front wing.
And see that with yuppie girls.
I'm thinking about the general secretary elections to the student council. You know, we Finns need better representation. We should have a day off for Thanksgiving. Or at least a stuffed turkey. Or some gobi. Or at least some stuffed aloo. Is that too much to ask for?
Okay. Rocky, you find the elections and eat stuff. This year, I've been to Shimganga and other related stuff.
Copper, don't look how dirty, yeah? I do need your help in patawin those Meera, Parvati, Lakshmi Janta, please.
Okay. You promised that you would get me front row seats during the Oasis Culpus with those Miranda girls?
Okay.
Well, Rocket, I'll see you later. You know, I have to go to the library with her.
See you later.
She needs some help in her assignment.
सारा टाइम
आप बुला सकते हैं?
बोलो, किससे मिलना है?
पार्वती पटेल।
उर्वशी पटियाला। उर्वशी पटियाला।
पटेल, हमारा पटियाला।
पाटली पटेल।
आप वापस बोलेंगे?
The fourth and the final year has come. Will they let their minds and spirits soar higher? Or would they start worrying about their future, their jobs?
Hey, there's Rocky. Oh, there you are. Rocket, come on, man. Come on, spiritual engineer. It's time for that test.
Oh, the late night lecture session. The hangover is so bad. I'll go to the Sargenic and get that slip.
So what latest excuse are you gonna make, huh?
हॉस्पिटल
I'll say that Kaporji's Sams and G-Jams were bad.
मेकअप एग्जाम
I got that hunger. We'll go for that makeup excuse. Come on, man, let's go for the test. Alright. So, how was the test?
Bambu happened. How was yours?
It was clock hour all the way. If I don't get a CGPA of 6, nobody will give me a job in India. Which means that I'll have to go back to the US. I mean, I'm not saying the US is bad or something. It's good for vacation and stuff.
Our parents should have never gone to US. They should have stayed here in India, in their original home. Compre is now the only hope. I'll have to lug out a lot of quota to get that A grade. कुछ कभी तू लेफ्ट करा दे, कुछ कभी ग्रेड A ला दे, ऐसे ऐसो खोल दिया है, ऐसे ऐसो खोल दिया है, कुछ कभी तू लेफ्ट करा दे.
And visit America, from where the story had actually started, and see what their moms are discussing on phone.
राधा, मुझको नहीं लगता कि ये लड़के लोग वापस आने वाले हैं.
I know. Looks like they've been mesmerized by their spiritual world. पता नहीं हमने क्या सोच कर इतनी दूर भेजा था.
But how could we stop them? All these latest products in the spiritual world are being developed in India. हम लोग अमेरिका में हमेशा 25 साल पीछे रहेंगे.
You are right. The world has indeed moved to the spiritual economy.
And our boys, Radha, have also been mesmerized by these chokri log in India. Blondes here are no good, huh?
Pratibha, those Indian girls know that these boys from US are so sincere and dedicated. Of course they are going to put them.
So, what should we do now?
I think we should all go back to India.
But at this age now, starting from scratch isn't really easy, you know.
You are right. Bear was also telling me that his experience here in installing the products is not going to get much weight there.
Yeah, let's convince them to take a tighter cut, but be in an advanced country and be with our kids.
Yeah, let's all go. I hope we get the visas though. I'll talk to you later then. Bye.
Bye, Radha. Talk to you soon.
ये माथे की बिंदिया, ये मेरा इंडिया, वतन मेरा इंडिया. I love my India, I love my India.
So, this story ends here, but the cycle of life continues. Would Copper and Rocket come back home? But which home? Whose home? As their parents are now thinking of moving back. Or would they just stay at home, their original home? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Please allow me to introduce the skit players. Suchita Gupta, the fresher. आज की लड़की item group. Shelly Samal, the Oxford fresher. Rochit Gupta, the spiritual scientist. Anshul Samal, still looking for family Padiyala. Raka Gupta, excited about the spiritual economy. Pratibha Samal, worried about the chokri log in India. Viral Gupta from the 81 batch, who still remembers the BITS national anthem. And last but not the least, Vipin Samal from the 79 batch, who loves his extender phone and who also wrote the script for the skit.
Thank you. And I would also like to thank Carl, Mr. Dinesh Maheshwari from the 1970 batch for his timeless wisdom.